The 2000 5-cent Jefferson nickel occupies a unique place in American coinage history. As part of the Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938, the 2000 nickel represents a modern interpretation of an enduring design that has captivated collectors for decades. Collectors and numismatists often delve deeply into the backstory and characteristics of this coin type, and understanding the intricacies can illuminate why the 2000 nickel has garnered attention and value within the marketplace. To start with, the Jefferson nickel was designed by Felix Schlag, an accomplished engraver who won a competition held by the U.S. Mint in 1938. This competition aimed to create a new design for the 5-cent piece, which had featured the iconic buffalo design since 1913. Schlag's design was a significant cultural shift, moving away from the imagery of wildlife and Native American themes towards a more presidential and architectural representation. The obverse of the nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, which captures his likeness in a way that conveys both dignity and approachability. The reverse of the nickel displays a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia. This choice of imagery not only highlights Jefferson's personal legacy but symbolizes the ideals of enlightenment and democracy that he championed. Monticello is an architectural marvel that reflects Jefferson's appreciation for classical design, and its inclusion on the nickel establishes a direct connection between American coinage and the founding principles of the nation. It draws from the values that guided the country's early years and embodies a sense of national identity tied to liberty and governance. As for the production of the 2000 nickel itself, the Philadelphia Mint produced a substantial number of these coins, with mintages often reaching the hundreds of millions for products like the Jefferson nickel. The large number of coins in circulation might suggest a lack of rarity, but in numismatics, rarity is often defined not just by limited mintage but by the presence of specific features, errors, or unique characteristics that might appeal to collectors. Consequently, even a coin that started with a high production run can become valuable if certain factors are in play. One primary factor influencing the value of a coin is condition. Coins are assigned grades based on their physical characteristics, and this grading system can heavily impact their market value. For the 2000 nickel, coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition will typically command the highest prices. A grade of MS65 or above would indicate that the coin has few imperfections and maintains its luster and detail, making it highly desirable among serious collectors. In contrast, coins that have been extensively circulated exhibit wear and tear, reducing their overall appeal and market value. Within the realm of coin collecting, the concept of errors and varieties adds another layer of intrigue. Mint errors occur when a coin is mistakenly produced with defects during the minting process, leading to unique characteristics that can attract premium pricing. Some notable types of errors include double strikes, off-center strikes, or planchet imperfections. For the 2000 nickel, understanding the potential for these errors to exist can motivate collectors to scrutinize their coins closely in pursuit of hidden treasures. As myths and urban legends develop around potentially valuable coins, stories can enhance the allure of finding a rare piece, sometimes leading to heightened interest and increased market value. The market dynamics for the 2000 nickel have changed over time. Coin collecting has shifted from a niche hobby into a widespread cultural phenomenon, bolstered by the accessibility of information through the internet. Today, aspiring collectors can easily access online resources, auction sites, and forums dedicated to discussing coins. As a result, more individuals are getting involved in the hobby, leading to greater demand for specific types of coins based on prevailing trends and collector interests. In recent years, social media platforms have also played a role in popularizing the ethical side of numismatics, where enthusiasts can share their coin finds, discuss best practices, and learn from one another. Another impact of online marketplaces is the aggregation of pricing data that allows potential buyers and sellers to gauge the current market value of their holdings. This empowerment has led to increased competition among collectors and buyers, further driving the prices up for certain coins, including the 2000 nickel. With auction platforms, such as eBay and specialized numismatic auction houses, a previously local or limited market has expanded internationally. As collectors from various backgrounds express interest in certain coins, prices can fluctuate dramatically based on what someone is willing to pay at any given moment. In a broader sense, the entire collectible and antique market often moves in sync with other aspects of the economy. Factors such as economic downturns, inflation rates, and overall consumer sentiment can all influence the desirability of holding physical assets like coins. During uncertain economic times, people often turn to tangible assets as a hedge against inflation or market volatility. This phenomenon can lead to increased interest in coins, particularly those that are perceived as historically significant or have a proven track record of maintaining value. The value of the 2000p nickel as part of the greater coin market is not just limited to its intrinsic characteristics, it is also informed by the sentiment of today's collectors and investors. The community surrounding numismatics is continuously evolving, with new generations of collectors exploring the stories, designs, and historical connections represented by coins. Young collectors, fueled by the integration of advanced technologies and more robust communication channels, may have a strong interest in items like the 2000p nickel that were produced during their lifetime. This interest can bridge the generational gap and create a deeper appreciation for the history encapsulated in modern coinage. Moreover, the process of building collections, whether for personal enjoyment, investment purposes, or educational aspirations, promotes a culture of historical inquiry. As collectors study the history of individual coins, they engage with broader themes in American history, economics, and culture. The 2000p nickel not only represents its nominal value but also serves as an excellent entry point for discussions about the life and impact of Thomas Jefferson, the evolution of American currency, and even broader topics related to art and design in public life. As time progresses, the legacy of the Jefferson nickel continues to resonate, and it is also a reminder of how coins serve as tangible symbols of a nation's shared experience. The design of the Jefferson nickel has undergone modifications, but the core elements have remained intact, demonstrating the lasting importance of historical figures and values in shaping contemporary coin design. As collectors seek to connect their interests with the historical significance represented by coins like the 2000p nickel, they participate in a broader narrative of preservation and appreciation for the past. In conclusion, the 2000p 5-cent Jefferson nickel stands as more than just a currency piece. It represents a complex interplay of historical significance, collector interest, market dynamics, and broader social narratives. The estimated market value of around $160 million for all existing coins highlights its potential worth while also offering an insightful glimpse into the workings of the collectible coin market. As collectors delve into the fascinating stories and unique characteristics that accompany this nickel, they are engaging with both the past and present, ensuring that this piece of American history remains relevant for generations to come. Ultimately, the journey of the 2000p nickel is a testament to the enduring appeal of numismatics, where history, art, and finance intersect in meaningful ways. Next, 2006p 5-cent Jefferson nickel holds a special place in the world of coin collecting and numismatics. This coin is not just another piece of currency, it carries a rich history, a unique design concept, and the potential for significant value appreciation, especially for avid collectors. The United States began minting the Jefferson nickel in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag to honor the nation's third president, Thomas Jefferson. However, the 2006 release was part of the ongoing evolution of American coinage. As collectors delve into the complexities of the coin, they will discover an array of critical features, details about the minting process, variations in the market, and the latitudes of historical significance tied to this particular year of minting. Interestingly, the 2006 Jefferson nickel was produced during a transformative period in American currency. The coin is not just significant for its face value. It's symbolic of the ongoing legacy of American history, reflecting a time when the nation was grappling with issues of identity, imagery, and representation. The period also marked a shifting landscape in coin production, driven by advances in technology and changes in the economy. As the histories of the coins unfolded, the unique attributes of each minting brought new collectors into the fold. The mint marks on these coins are notable elements that can significantly affect their value. The P mint mark denotes that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the oldest mint facilities in the United States. Unlike coins bearing the D mint mark for Denver, those with a P mark are often scrutinized for their specific historical and collector's value. In numismatic circles, such distinctions are essential, given that rarity and provenance enhance the allure of any coin. As coin enthusiasts explore the different grades and conditions of the 2006 P. Jefferson nickel, the potential for discovering rare finds within the series makes each coin an exciting prospect. The design on the 2006 5-cent nickel remains rooted in the traditional representations of Jefferson and Monticello. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Jefferson, encapsulating his dignified character and legacy. The reverse showcases a rendition of Monticello, Jefferson's cherished Virginia estate, representing his contributions to American architecture, governance, and philosophy. Over the years, the design of the nickel has inspired debate and research among historians and collectors alike, creating a rich narrative woven into the coin's existence. Digging deeper into the history and advancements in minting technology during the 2000s, it becomes clear how this transformed coin production. The U.S. Mint introduced various processes to enhance quality, security, and efficiency. These developments included new materials and techniques that persuaded the organization to explore modernized designs while retaining the storied aspects of traditions. As a result, the 2006 nickel encapsulates this fascinating junction between historical artistry and contemporary innovation. The collector market for coins is impacted not just by rarity but also by the economic factors affecting supply and demand. As collectors increasingly seek out limited editions or coins with unique characteristics, the 2006 P 5-cent nickel has been well represented in terms of appreciation potential. Current market data suggests a growing interest in collecting Jefferson nickels, with prices for certain editions trending upward. This interest could see collectors willing to pay premium prices for well-preserved or particularly rare specimens. In the realm of coin grading, coins are assessed on a scale from 1 to 70, where the higher the number, the better the condition of the coin. Many collectors aim to acquire coins graded MS, mint state, 65 and above due to their pristine qualities. The 2006 P. Jefferson nickel, depending on its condition and grading, can fetch a place in the collector's marketplace that is strikingly favorable. A well-graded coin from this series can reflect significant returns on investment over time, making it critical for those interested in numismatics to understand the importance of preservation and grading processes. As coin enthusiasts trawl through numismatic marketplaces and auctions, they frequently encounter stories of individuals who have struck gold, figuratively speaking, discovering rare variations or exceptionally preserved examples that net extraordinary prices. Such stories often serve to fuel the fire of renewed interest in collecting these coins. The public's fascination with coins reflects deeper ties to national identity and history, as well as the thrill of engaging in what can often feel like a treasure hunt across time. The discussions around this particular coin have evolved to include themes of historical significance beyond its monetary value. As people examine the contextual meaning behind the images depicted, they weave together the threads of American history tied to Jefferson's legacy, the founding democratic ideals, and the evolution of the nation itself. Coin collecting often becomes a reflection of personal history, heritage, and interest in the overarching narrative of the United States. In the pursuit of knowledge about coins, forums and communities have sprung to life, providing invaluable resources for beginners and seasoned collectors alike. These platforms feature discussions ranging from what to look for in determining a coin's worth to the latest developments in the marketplace that might influence values over time. Collectors have access to a plethora of information, with guides and books detailing everything from basic coin identification to nuanced discussions about market trends. The contemporary market values also reflect the broader economic conditions, fluctuations in the prices for commodities, precious metals, and overall consumer sentiment can influence how coins like the 2006 P. Jefferson nickel are perceived in value. In times of financial stability, collectors might be more inclined to invest in high-quality coins, while uncertain economic climates can bring out a more cautious side in potential buyers. Keep this dynamic in mind when considering the investment potential associated with numismatics. The journey of these coins, from initial minting to individual collecting, taps deep into American history. Coins commemorate important events and figures, serving as tangible connections to the past. Just like artworks, music, or literature, they provide a way for individuals to reflect on cultural heritage in a quantifiable form. Furthermore, through coin collections and trading, community ties form, creating relationships that can last a lifetime. It's not merely about the coins themselves, it's about the stories they carry. As time progresses, interest in coins continues to ebb and flow. The challenges of modern currency, digital payments, and changing consumer habits have initiated debates about the relevance and future of coins like the Jefferson nickel. While technology propels the economy forward, traditional currency remains an essential element of American life. Coins, including the 2006 5-cent nickel, encapsulate a moment in time, bridging gaps between generations. For the astute collector, the 2006 Jefferson nickel represents more than a simple transaction of value. It stands as a testament to dedication, history, and the ongoing rhyme of human experience. Careful research, contemplation, and connection define the essence of numismatics. The pursuit of understanding historical coins like the Jefferson nickel invites individuals to participate in shaping their narratives and reimagining their place within the broader context of U.S. history. As interest in the 2006 nickel expands and more individuals discover its potential worth, enthusiasts continue to engage deeply with the evolution and currents of American coinage. The future of this coin extends beyond mere monetary worth, encompassing the bonds formed within various communities and the education that accompanies the act of collecting. Consequently, the legacy of the 2006 Jefferson nickel continues to thrive, intertwined with the stories of those who value what it represents, an enduring connection to America itself. As collectors navigate this ever-evolving landscape with their coins, they not only preserve history but also solidify their role in continuing the vibrant narrative of American numismatics. Next, 1985 5-cent Jefferson Nickels USA coins. Today in the world of numismatics, few coins stir as much excitement as the 1985 Jefferson nickel, particularly those that bear the mint mark. This nickel often seems overlooked when placed alongside more famous coins, yet it possesses a unique history and a market value that surprises even seasoned collectors. The Jefferson nickel, with its iconic design, has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1938. Designed by the renowned engraver Felix Schlag, the coin features a profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's beloved home, on the reverse. The 1985 nickel is interesting because it represents a period in American coinage that combines tradition with the influences of modern minting processes. Although the nickel generally contains a blend of copper and nickel, the 1985 version was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint put a substantial focus on maintaining the quality and integrity of its coins. As each new year in coinage comes along, it offers opportunities for collectors to seek out special or unique mintage characteristics that can drastically affect value. This particular coin holds a historical significance that goes beyond its face value. It was struck in a time when the United States was experiencing economic shifts and changes in the market. The minting process itself has significance. The techniques employed not only ensure consistency and compliance with standards but also provide context for the conditions under which the coins were created. In 1985, the country was dealing with the challenges of inflation and economic pressures. People were always looking for a secure means of preserving wealth, and collectible coins began to see a rise in popularity as instruments of investment. Currently, the market value for the 1985 Jefferson nickel can reach remarkable heights, with some coins fetching prices around $500 or more depending on their condition, rarity, and other inherent characteristics such as unique mint marks. It's important to note that the value can also vary significantly due to the grade of the coin. The grading system in numismatics ranges from the lowest grades, categorized as poor or fair, to the highest grades like mint state or proof qualities that reflect almost no signs of wear. Collectors place a premium on pristine examples that look as though they were just struck from the die. Another fascinating aspect of the 1985 nickel is its mint mark. Identifying the mint mark gives an insight into the coin's story and value. The Philadelphia Mint produced a large number of these coins without a mint mark, while both the Denver and San Francisco mints contributed to the overall mintage numbers with their marks. Each mint mark carries different implications regarding rarity and desirability among collectors. Generally, coins minted in Philadelphia are more common, and as a result, they tend to be less valuable than those produced in Denver or San Francisco, which may present as scarcer options in the market. In terms of collecting strategies and gaining knowledge on how to assess the potential worth of a Jefferson nickel, enthusiasts often dive into researching the current trends in coin collecting and historical patterns in valuations. Market trends can be unpredictable, and values can fluctuate based on demand, interest, and the overall economic climate. What is seen as a high-value coin today might shift drastically due to new collector interests or stunning auction results for rare finds. As you explore the collecting world, engaging with various coin shows, online forums, and auction sites can provide insights into how the market is shifting. The advent of technology has made the collecting of coins and specifically niche coins like the 1985 Jefferson nickel much more accessible to average collectors and investors alike. Resources like social media and online databases can connect individuals with seasoned professionals who share their experiences, thereby enriching one's own collection journey. The heritage of the Jefferson nickel also spans numerous decades, and understanding the broader context of American history during the coin's time can deepen appreciation. The 1980s were marked by dynamic changes in the United States. Political events, social movements, and shifts in economic policies all influenced the marketplace, and, subsequently, the collectibles market. The nostalgia associated with coins from this era often fuels collector interest, especially for those who remember the coins during their circulation. Many collectors often seek to acquire a full set of Jefferson nickels, with each year bearing its unique stories and circumstances. The denomination of 5 cents makes the Jefferson nickel not only a staple in circulation but also a relatable piece for many people, igniting cherished memories of receiving and handling these coins throughout childhood, further enhancing their sentimental value. Collectors often reminisce about the thrill of discovery when they stumble upon old nickels in coin jars, change purses, or pocket change, especially if they are in excellent condition or possess certain features that make them unique. As the market evolves, keeping a close watch on auction results, coin shows, and sales can provide an added layer to understanding the potential worth of any piece, particularly those that carry the mint mark associated with a specific location. Collecting can often lead to unexpected finds, and sometimes a coin that appears to be of little value can be worth significantly more due to variables such as rarity, demand, and condition. Many collectors have tales of initial investments that blossomed into extensive collections that bring joy, fascination, and monetary returns. The dialogue surrounding coin values is dynamic and sometimes contentious. Some collectors and investors argue that certain coins are undervalued, while others believe that current prices accurately reflect supply and demand. The truth often lies somewhere in between, with data supporting various claims. Therefore, engaging with an insightful and well-established community offers collectors a chance to stay informed. Participating in discussions about coins, their values, and market conditions cultivates a learning environment that promotes sustainable hobby engagement. Various types of conditions can influence the longevity of coins and their ability to maintain value. Factors like temperature, humidity, and handling all play roles in how coins age over time. Collectors often emphasize the importance of properly storing coins to prevent tarnishing or corrosion that could diminish their aesthetic appeal or marketability. This involves using protective holders, which can range from simple slipcases to more advanced holders designed for long-term storage. As you delve deeper into the world of numismatics, you'll undoubtedly uncover the intricate layers that surround the valuation of coins, particularly those that have historically held significant sway. Collecting coins may be a personal journey, driven by nostalgia, the pursuit of knowledge, investment potential, or a combination of all these factors. Every coin has a story to tell, and each time you flip a nickel, you might just find yourself pondering its past, its worth, and the journey that led it to your collection, or perhaps even your pocket. As with anything that grows in popularity, there can be scams and misinformation that may confuse or mislead inexperienced collectors. Always remember that knowledge is your greatest asset, and being aware of tried-and-true strategies, potential pitfalls, and current market standings is essential in protecting your investments and maximizing enjoyment. Reputable resources include established numismatic organizations, publications, and certified grading services which help set standards of quality and authenticity. In summary, while the 1985 Jefferson nickel may not be the first coin that comes to mind for many, it encapsulates a rich history steeped in cultural relevance, economic changes, and unique production challenges. This humble nickel has climbed its way into the hearts and collections of many, skillfully navigating the ever-changing currents of the marketplace while remaining a beloved piece of Americana. Whether you are a casual admirer or a serious collector, the journey you undertake with coins like the 1985 Jefferson nickel is undoubtedly filled with intrigue, discovery, and the promise of unexpected treasures waiting to be uncovered.